in the old days, how they measure these angles using the power factor meter. Okay. Sorry, the 2 meters. So it's a kilowatt hour meter. Okay, they use these 2 meters to get what is the power factor. Okay, so if the power factor is out, which is 0.85, okay, okay, so 0.85 is the limit. This number here is 1. Okay, 1 is the maximum. It cannot go more than 1. Okay, so if your power factor is 1, it's perfect. Okay, I've repaired one time MSB and then I make it power factor 1. I was shocked. I never seen a 1.0. I thought something wrong. But actually, I did such a good job that the power factor become 1. Okay, so if you do a perfect job in adjusting the MSB, the power factor is 1. Because normally it's like 0.85 and 0.86, 0.87 like that lah. Okay, 0.93 or something like that. Okay, so when I repaired, I was saying 1. I actually called the, hey, is it something wrong? Yeah, 1 is perfect lah. Okay. I called the manufacturer, because when you buy the most famous brand used in Sarawak is this Micro. Micro brand. Okay, Micro brand. So if you buy the Micro brand, it's made in Malaysia. So when you open the case, you can see a phone number, a Malaysian phone number that you call. Any problem, you call that. Okay. So remember, there are 2 ways to measure that angle. Okay, one is using two meters, which is the kilowatt hour meter and the kVRH meter. Okay, the other way is measuring, like using oscilloscope to measure the angle between V and I. Okay, you want to see that? Let me see. Okay, you see this oscilloscope? You can use oscilloscope to measure the angle between the V wave and the I wave. Okay, in this case, what is it? You have to look at this side here. Okay, so you can see that because this one is a capacitor, so this voltage is lagging the current. Okay, why? Okay, if you look at this side, this one already reached the bottom. This one is still not yet reached the bottom. So that means this one is ahead. And that's how you can look at it. You must look at this end here. This one already reached the bottom. This one not yet reached the bottom. Yeah. So that means the current is leading the voltage. Okay. Yeah, that's the meaning. So you can use 2 methods. Either you can use this one, which is oscilloscope, or you can use this one, which is using 2 meters. Okay. Okay. So the power graph and the current graph is the same with the same angle. Okay. Okay. But the impedance graph is upside down in the sense that the capacitor is down there, inductor is up there. Okay. So so you just memorize this one, how this one works. That means initially these 2 plates are positive, negative, both the same. When you on the switch, the current go inside here, the electrons go inside here, and make it all negative. So now you put a voltmeter between these 2, you get a voltage. So the current go in first, then you get a voltage on the voltmeter. Because if here is positive, negative, here also positive, negative, you put voltmeter between these 2, you don't get any reading. It's 0 volts. Okay. When the electron go in here, then you voltmeter between these 2, then you see a voltage. Okay. So the current must go in before you get a voltage. So you just memorize how this one works. From here, you get this graph because it's anti-clockwise. So the current is leading the V. Okay. And this one is same as this one. The current graph and power graph is same. But the impedance graph is, just remember, upside down. Okay. Where the capacitor is down instead of up. Okay. From this, you can get the total impedance. Okay. Which is R squared plus XL minus XC. Why L minus C and not C minus L? Because the L is on top. So your top minus bottom. Okay, so you get this one, you get this one, and this is the same. This is upside down, then you get this one. Okay, so the impedance is the total resistance to the flow of electron. Okay, so flow of electron is hampered by the resistance, which is this one. The electron is colliding with all the ions inside there. Okay. And then when it goes inside a coil, you get a magnetic field immediately around. Okay. That means as soon as there's a voltage across a coil, it's a voltage across a coil, immediately you get a magnetic field. Okay. So it's a voltage dependent thing. The voltage will cause the coil to have a magnetic field. Okay. So the voltage difference across a coil causes a magnetic field in the coil. Okay. And that will slow down the electron going inside here. Yeah, because you can imagine this to be a magnet. You put a magnet on a wire. Okay. Say this is a wire. You put a magnet there. The electron will a bit hard to flow around the magnet because electrons are magnets. So it's flowing like that nicely and it's very hard to flow and it's moving. Okay. So the coil you can imagine to be a magnet on the wire. Okay. So as soon as you have a voltage, immediately you get a magnetic field. The magnetic field will cause electron to go in very slowly. Okay. So what that causes is the current lacking behind the voltage. Okay. So okay. Another interesting thing is this one. I say this one is for me wajib lah. Okay. I used to do without this one, and I depend on test pen. Test pen, right? But test pen important. Like in Malaysia, hard to do electrical work without test pen and get a good one. Okay, good quality, because the bad quality you turn, certain screws you need to turn, and then you will get damaged and cannot do your work. Yeah. One time get a good one. You buy good quality, it lasts your whole lifetime. Okay. Good test pen. And then the quality of test pen can be so bad, because I taught for now 13 years already. I've been teaching contractors. Some of them are so bad quality until it can explode also. Okay, because the current is actually going inside your hand. When you use a test pen, it is actually going inside your hand. Okay, so there are cases where it really explodes, and that bad quality also have. Okay. So, but for me, this one is, for me, I feel wajib. Because now, even though I off myself, like last few days, I'm doing a few electrical jobs in my Cebu house. Okay, I off main incoming. I still, I as a practice, I still use this one confirm off. Okay, that's just a procedure, okay. And you must have this. For me, I think it's totally wrong not to have this. Okay, you must get the one from Fluke, okay. This one is Fluke. Okay, you can get it from Bintulu. Bintulu, there's a shop. If you go to Bintulu, you just ask anyone where is Laksa House. Okay, Laksa House. Next to the Laksa House, a shop called Impere. Uh, uh, it is very rare to get such a good shop because most of Sarawak selling, fake products. Yeah, electrical products all fake. Okay. So this shop happened to be an oil and gas supplier. Yeah. So all his instrument that he's selling is for oil and gas. So he cannot sell fake products. Yeah, oil and gas will ban him. Yeah. So that's why, as far as I know, the most dependable instrument shop in Sarawak is that one. Yeah. Because they don't cheat. Yeah. All other shops cheat, sell you the fake stuff. Okay. So you want original Fluke, you must get from that shop. Okay, some people say online also. My own brother, he bought expensive watch and it didn't come. Okay, so until that also quite I did spend quite a lot of money and then they didn't even send him the watch. Okay, so if you can get an online trustable one, okay lah. Yeah. Amazon should be okay, but it might be cheaper to get it from this guy. This guy sells this for 90 ringgit. I think so. Okay. So the reason for I suggest this one is because you don't have it's not a test pen. No? You just go on the surface of the wire. Yeah, you just go on the surface of the wire, you light up. Okay. Okay. Now, because the rate of accident is highest in the LV. LV means household voltage. Yeah. You talk to any Cisco people, they tell you it's not the HV that kills people. The statistic shows it's LV. Okay. So LV, how you can save yourself? This lah. Yeah. There's one case, most famous case or infamous case. The guy used a Skyly to repair a street lamp. So obviously, street lamp, you go at the bottom of the street lamp, there is a box. Open the box and pull out the fuse and go up. It's confidently go up. You start doing wiring. Die. Why? Someone connect the fuse on the neutral wire. So he confidently take out, go up there, confidently didn't even check, and start doing wiring and die. Okay. So you see, you might be most people will put the fuse on the live wire, okay? But you cannot predict. Some people might do it wrong, and then wrong color codes. The black and red wire, they're going to put it upside down. That's very common. Okay, I've seen even senior wiremen doing such things. Okay, so wrong color code. So you never be sure of people doing the right thing. Okay. Yesterday I was repairing my Cebu house. They didn't use the right color code at all. Okay, so no one disturbed the wire from the contractor till now because I know the house owner lettered it out as soon as he bought it. So that means the contractor made a mistake lah. So color code is not followed at all. Okay, new house, can consider new house lah. Okay. No modification from the contractor. So that's why, because people doing wrong things, you must have this one. If everyone is following the right procedure, probably you don't need so much this kind of things. Okay, but because everyone is doing wrong things, you must have this one. In fact, there was a famous accident in my factory. I was working in Western Digital, and then Western Digital Johor. There are two guys, one engineer, one technician, repairing a DB, and he got a second-degree burn on his hand. So there was an American, my factory was American engineer working, I think in Kuching at that time. So he wrote an email to everyone in WD, Western Digital. Everyone, technician must have this one. He gave the part number, must buy. Okay, so every engineer, every technician get one of that. Okay, so that's how I don't know. Mine is gone now because I left my battery inside. Yeah, you don't leave your battery inside. So I always take out my batteries. Okay, and then even the way to to handle. Also, you keep it in a pouch lah. You only buy this one quite expensive. Buy a nice pouch lah. Okay, buy a nice pouch to keep that with the battery is separate, but a battery in another plastic bag. Okay, Ziploc bag is the best lah. Okay, I mean, this seems simple things, but imagine this thing. You go to site somewhere deep ulu, and then this one, stop working. So you take all these precautions lah. And then senior electrical people, they only use ever-ready batteries. Yeah, especially when you go ulu, there's no shop to buy anything. They said they only trust ever-ready. Yeah, not ever-ready. What's that one? I forgot the brand. This one, Energizer. Sorry, Energizer. Okay, Energizer. Okay. You must have Energizer batteries. Yeah, Energizer. Okay. All the senior electricians use only this brand. Okay. Because it is, I think it has more charge in there. Okay. And then if they go ulu areas, they don't want to be stuck with no power. So that's why they only use Energizer. Okay. So I got a lot of equipment now because I passed ATT. So ATT, you need to buy all the equipment, and all must be branded. Okay, because Tesco has a brand list. Okay, Fluke is definitely brand because Fluke is #1 meter maker in the world. So there's a list of brand. So among that list, one of them is Curate Shoe. Okay, so that's why every electrical contractor in Sarawak use Curate Shoe. So I also asked Tesco, hey, why you recommend everyone to buy Curate Shoe? He said, no, we don't recommend Curate Shoe. We got a list. And then the good quality, which is cheap, among the list of Tesco is Curate Shoe. That's why everyone buys a Curate Shoe. Okay. But if you go to oil and gas Sarawak, okay, everyone use only this brand. Okay. Fluke. And Western Digital, they only use this one as well. Okay. Fluke. But I mean, you might think, hey, meter is meter lah. No. I also thought like that. So I told, hey, all of you get meter, and then they're going to buy all the lousy meter to class. Sometime 2-month fail. I mean, it's a waste of money. Some the 2-month fail one, 30 ringgit. 30 ringgit, might as well go and have a nice makan somewhere. 30 ringgit. Okay, 2-month fail. You buy the Sanwa. I have a Sanwa. One time, I did something wrong lah, and then it blew up. I'm on my second Sanwa now. But that is out of 12 years, 2 Sanwa, not so bad lah. Okay, and the Sanwa, my Sanwa dropped down how many times also, nothing happened to it. It's very well made lah, Sanwa. Okay, you know Sanwa, right? Brand is important lah. Okay, Sanwa and Curate Shoe. Okay. Okay. Multimeter, the analog one, analog one, normally people buy Sanwa. Okay. Curate Shoe is a bit higher end. Yeah, but I'm pretty impressed with my Sanwa because I use it a lot and then drop down here and there, also nothing happened to it. Of course, I take out the battery. Okay. What I do is, because I got a big bag of meters, okay. Let me show you my meter bag. Okay, this is my multimeter bag. Only multimeter inside. Okay, a few multimeters inside lah. Okay. I mean, these are important things. Okay, I am serious because these are not cheap meters. You put your battery inside and spoil. You're talking about my Fluke meter inside there is like 6,000. Okay, imagine 6,000 gone just because you leave the battery inside there. Okay, so you must take precaution lah. Okay, even the Sanwa is about 100. Last time I bought 110. Now a lot of issues, right? COVID, war, all this. I think it's much more expensive lah. Okay. So you must take precaution and keep it like this. You see, my bag. You see, I keep all the batteries inside here. Okay. So even if it leak only inside here. Okay. All the batteries from all my meters I keep inside here. Okay, some like this also got. Okay. See, even you cannot even keep inside. You see, my meters are inside here, in my other compartment. Okay. This is my fluke. Okay. So it's in a different compartment. Even if you leave your battery in the same compartment, you take it out, but you keep it there, it might still leak, you know. Okay, might still leak into that box and then damage. Because I found out the leak and spoil one, I tried to repair, I clean as much as possible, it still cannot work. So many times because I sakit hati my this one 90 ringgit because I leave battery inside, gone. I clean, no matter what I do, also still cannot work. Yeah, I don't know lah. Maybe someone else knows some idea, but like this one is gone. I have others lah. This particular one, I don't know why. I put battery inside, also don't work. Yeah. I think I left battery inside there too long. Yeah. So this is the way you take care of your meters lah. Yeah. I mean, a lot of people don't know this. I know one guy, quite a senior electrician also. I said, what do you do with battery? Leave it inside now. Hey, come on, man. You're talking about meters that cost 2,000 and then you leave a battery inside. How can? Okay. I mean, these are expensive meters. You don't leave a battery inside. Okay. So this is my fluke. It's about 6,000, I think. Okay. So there's a. Okay. The thing is that it has this one. Okay. It's a flexi. So because this one is sometimes you got too many wires, too big, cannot fit inside here. So you join this one at the bottom here. Sorry, at the bottom, and then you can go around much more wires. Okay.